What's going on today, guys? T-Rex here on episode 6 of our Ark Survival Scorched Earth playthrough. Today I decided it's hella dark in my house, and it's too dark for me to see anything, so the first thing we're going to start off with is putting a generator into our add-on on the side of the house, and then putting some torches up to get some light going on in here, because it's too dark to see anything. Like this very first entrance, all you can see are the wyvern eggs, which looks kind of cool, but honestly I couldn't tell where I was going. It took me a minute to get out of my house. It was hard. I'm moving my wyverns down to where I think they should be for the breeding of them, which is right here on this edge. I'm gonna have to go get a doty, preferably a high level one. Maybe before we leave here we'll get a high level doty and a high level anky and clear out this area a little bit. If we don't, it's not a big problem. The next map is going to be Aberration, and it's a lot nicer looking of a place. It's not a desert, it's not destroyed. And then also we're going to go into the Wyvern Trench again today to try and get our stuff. I would really like to get my tech helmet back, my Mastercraft stuff, and stuff like that, you know. And I should be right on the edge of the lava and everything, so it should be easy to find, shouldn't be a big problem. We'll see though. I go out here and see what the weather looks like, see why it's so dark in my cave, and honestly it shouldn't be this dark in this cave. So what I start doing is start getting the materials together that I need to build standing torches. I figure 4 or 5 standing torches around the cave should cause it to have enough light. So I flew off and I got the stone and the thatch and the wood that I needed. I made the torches, and then I'm going to start placing them down. After I place down the torches, I realize they don't produce enough light at all, not even close to enough light. So what we're going to secondly do is we're going to build a second generator, and we're going to build some omnidirectional lights. That way we can turn lights on. It honestly makes it a lot easier to see everything that's going on. Sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm just probably because I'm talking so much, and the screen's really dark. But placing my lanterns down, lighting them up. As you can tell, there's barely any light that comes out of these. And after I place this one, I decide, I'm like, okay, that's not nearly enough light. It's still going to be way dark in here. So I make my generators. I am dehydrating, so that's kind of crappy. I put a bunch of thatch in these things to keep them going for a little bit. And then I build my generator, place it in my Adobe add-on over here that I made a while ago. Took out the door and set up the generator. After that, I had to learn how to make the omnidirectional lights, and then I had to make the electrical things. So the junction box I needed wood for, so I had to go and grab some of that real quick. Put my junction box down, and then I dropped my omnidirectional lights. It wasn't turning on because I didn't turn on the generator, and I didn't know why, so I picked it up thinking it was supposed to be in a different area. Placed it down and then turned it on, and as you can tell, the lighting just covered everything that I needed it to cover. So the second light I'm going to put down here, just really light up the area. I like it a lot better like this. We can see everything. I'm going to place these wyvern eggs that we picked up when we started, demolish these torches that we just set up. Because I'd rather have the omnidirectional lighting. It even lights up outside the houses, so grab some cryopods for these wyverns that are going to hatch. Hopefully we get a higher level mater. That's male, so that's just going to go out and get leveled. This is also male, so we have two 165 males. We already have a 165 alpha male for our main breeding one, so we're going to take him over here. We're going to throw him down so that they raise up, and we're going to not have to imprint them because we're not going to be riding on them at all. They're just going to be damage output. We're going to go in and fight in this boss with fire wyverns, not any other kind. I'd rather, get done with this boss fight as fast as possible, kind of thing. Afterwards, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can... We're going to go back into the wyvern trench. Like I said, we still need about 10 of each wyvern claw, so we'll have to go in there for a little bit. After we get all these wyverns down, ready to go, I need oil so that I can... I need oil and I needed wood so I can make another junction box and a stone platform. Put our generator on this new platform here, clear out the space around it, and then light up our 2 more omnidirectional lights so that we have plenty of light everywhere that we needed it. It turns out looking a lot better. We're able to move around a lot better without running into so much stuff. So I do like that a lot. I just have to find out the right spot to put it. It seems like I keep putting it too far away, so pick these both up, put one down, and there you go. You see how the cord went to it, and the cord went to that one, so we're going to keep those right there. We're going to jump down here, and we need to make gas. We need gas for the generator to work, so first thing I do is I head out and I go find a rock golem because I don't have any of the oil platforms. So just killed a level 15 rock golem. They're really good for a lot of material: oil, crystal, obsidian, sulfur, and metal. So if you ever need any of that stuff, a rock golem is an easy way to get it. It's also a harder way because they have a lot of health. Their health pool is high and the damage output to them is low. Jumped down here and I got stuck behind my grill. So I ended up destroying my grill, which wasn't too bad of an issue for me. He started my furnace up, industrial forge, so that I can get this going. It says it needs to be repaired. On Scorched Earth, if things aren't in buildings, they take damage from the weather, so make sure you keep that in mind when you're doing anything on this map. Throw out my wyverns that I had. I had 3 wyvern eggs. None of them are going to be ones that I'm going to be riding, so I don't need imprint. Put the meat that I have on my wyvern inside our pig here. Go check up on what else we need for anything else. I mainly was checking on stuff that I'll need for when I get to the next map so that we can start working on the next stuff that we can get. Obsidian, crystal, black pearl, stuff like that. We're going to need to make us another industrial forge. We're going to need to make us another cooking pot, everything like that. So here we are headed to the wyvern trench, and The first thing I find is a wyvern, lightning wyvern, which I was like excited about, and then it was a 165 lightning wyvern, which really made it really good. Come across our drop here, our loot, so end up clearing everything out, killing everything around, and going down to look, and I can't get our stuff because it's apparently in the lava. I don't remember falling in the lava, so um, that sucks that all of our stuff is gone right there. It happens. So I can't get any of our stuff back. I could not find the bag. As I was heading out of the wyvern trench, though, I noticed there was a alpha wyvern over here, and that's the first one that spawned for me on this map. So I'm gonna try and coax it and fight it. I didn't look what level it is. So what I do is there's this lightning wyvern here, and it was only a level 10, so we take it out. We got a whole bunch of wyvern milk. I'm gonna kill this thing so it doesn't sneak up on me, and then I'm gonna go and loot its body. It wouldn't let me loot its body, but it's probably because everything I got was already on my wyvern. Flying back into the trench, it took a bit to find anything else, a bunch of level 10 eggs and stuff, and then we came across this level 160 fire wyvern egg. So I did stop and I picked that up because I really wanted it. And then heading out of the trench, the second lightning wyvern egg we wanted, I came across, and it's level 110. So we're going to go back to our base now and hatch these eggs up. A level 110 and a 165 lightning wyvern is going to be a really good start for our lightning wyverns. Hopefully we can get, a male 165, a female 110, and then that will be what we need for our breeding for them. But we're still going to do our fire wyverns for the boss fight. I'm dehydrated, so I had to eat. After that, we're gonna move everything to the edge down there. We want it to be out of the way. I found if you fall and you land on that, it doesn't do damage to me. So throwing out my two lightning wyverns, which I'm way excited about because I really wanted lightning wyverns over fire wyverns. I did get a cool colored fire wyvern though, so I'm not too upset. That red with the black contrast on its back makes me kind of excited. I'm still waiting to figure out a new name for him. Rest in peace, Heat Davidson. We like that guy. After we get everything set up and moved around, we put all these wyverns on breeding. That will give us, I believe we have 4, 5, 6. I think we have 8 fire wyverns. We need 20 of them for the boss fight. So that's going to be what we work on next, is getting all these fire wyverns ready, moved over to the obelisk, and then taken care of so that their health is high. We might have to put them all in like cryopods, so I might have to make a whole bunch of cryopods. If we have to do that, what I'll do is I'll make cryopods. I'll put them all in cryopods. I'll go kill a bunch of things, and then after I do that, I'll raise their health. I want them to have about 40,000 health, and then the rest of their stuff is going to go straight into attack, so that when we go fight the Manticore, he just does enough damage to kill him, and he doesn't do enough damage to my wyverns to take them out too fast. There's also death worms there, so that's not a big problem if you, and this is at level 10, I found a level 10 wyvern. I was hoping it'd be good colors, so I ended up killing it because it wasn't good colors. And then we throw up a sandstorm. I need to get down and go get some water, but the sandstorm started coming, so what I decided to do is fly out in the sandstorm, with my wyvern to go get my water. I look around, make sure everything doesn't need care or anything before I get back. That color of blue is going to be kind of awesome. I was hoping for like a really light blue, because there's been really light blue lightning wyverns chilling out in the trench lately. I'm going to put our fire wyvern egg down here on the incubation center, so that... What the heck? Okay. Right here, I'm in the sand. Now I'm not. Now I am. We'll fly up, go get our water, and then we'll come back and we'll put our fire wyvern onto the incubation chamber over here that I have. It's not too bad. It's pretty... I went and got my water. The sandstorm is a pain. I can't see anything. It was hard to get back to here. It took about 3-4 minutes to fly to here, so after I get back in here, I'm waiting for the sandstorm to pass, make sure none of my stuff is taking any damage, making sure it's all protected, imprint my wyverns. They wanted to cuddle. Luckily, that's all they wanted to do. I didn't have to cryopod them up a bunch of times. Now that the sandstorm's passed, we're going to move on through. I checked to see what the health is on my stuff. It's still 937 out of 1,000, so it's still pretty far up there. It's not going to cause any shutdowns of anything. Alright, now I'm going to put all of our wyverns on mating over here so that they'll start mating. And they weren't doing it because they are not close enough to each other. When mating wyverns and stuff like that, you need to look at proximity. We got at least a couple different colors of wyverns, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to put him sideways right here to see if that helps. If it doesn't help, I'm going to have them all face to face with them. That way it starts working. As you can tell, after moving them face to face with them, they did start working pretty well. This one I had to move off to the right hand side because on the left it didn't work at all. Said it was too far away pretty much. So now we got our wyvern pit here breeding. I'm gonna pass some time for a sec and get them all taken care of. Looking over here at my lightning wyverns, looking at my fire wyverns. I'm gonna do time skip real quick so that we can grab our eggs. You don't want to hop on your wyverns when this is happening, because if you do, it will cause them to stop breeding. We get our 3 more eggs here. I think that brings us up to 12 wyverns. Come on, there we go. Alright, so we got 12 wyverns. Now we're going to go hatch our eggs, and then we're going to try and make a better lightning wyvern. I would like a high level male lightning wyvern instead of the low level one that we got. So that's what we're going to be working on next. And I'm not going to be doing like breeding for anything else, because I don't think I can use wyverns on the next map at all. I don't think any flyers, no RGs or anything like that. The first time you get anything that can fly or do anything like that is when you get rock drakes and they kind of glide. I think the first thing that we're going to get that does anything is going to be a Karakinos. That 160 fire wyvern was a heck of cool color. I may make this my new primary fire wyvern flying around. so that's pretty awesome. I will probably put them in the obelisk instead of taking them into the manticore fight. Hatching all the rest of our eggs to get that all taken care of and finished up. I noticed they weren't eating on a feeding trough, so I ran out and I made a feeding trough and our first bed for our base because I've been using sleeping bags. You know, right before we're done with the map. It's a good thing to make beds. Grab our lightning wyvern egg. Hopefully we get a good one. And I mount them up so that they're not in the ground, since I haven't ridden them since they were born. So they grew up and they sunk into the ground a little bit. Did an idiot move here. I'm trying to cryopod wyverns that aren't mine yet. So that was fun. Cryopotted all the wyverns and I took them over here and I threw them out. And then I went and I checked on our lightning wyvern for hatching. The lightning wyvern that hatches is only a 135, I believe, so it's not too bad. And that's going to be it for our video today. If you like the content, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave any comments you'd like below, any suggestions, and we hope to see you back. This is going to be our every Friday video, so thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.